Hi viewers, I am Dr. Dhanabhagyam from Sudha Hospital, Erode and Coimbatore speaking. I am one of the pioneers in this field because we started 25 years back. One was started at Chennai, one was started at Coimbatore, one was at Erode. We three are the pioneers in this field. And after 25 years of my experience, what I felt is now really people started having awareness in this infertility programs. And I was a woman medical officer in the government headquarters. That time I saw two ladies, one was suicided, one was having an accident in the train because of no kids. Her family insulted her like anything. Both of the, I was a woman medical officer, was about to do postmortem for those girls, those ladies. I was too much really feeling very bad for the deaths. Then I decided I have to do something in this field because I was working as a women medical officer 93 to 97 in government headquarters at Erode. That made me to go into this new field because in government headquarters they never had any updates in the infertility field. So I decided I have to go in this field, and what is in this field I have to find out. So I started my training program from Chennai, starting from Apollo, Dr. Pandian, Radha Pandian, and in Mumbai, Dr. Jatin Pisha, and abroad, John Hopkins Institute. All 2 years I was going around what is there in this field. Then finally, I opened a clinic in 1994, and it is more than 25 years. We are achieving 25 years in this field. I'm really dedicated in this field. I love my profession. I love this job because once you are not a creator, once you create a baby, they worship you like really like a god. They cry, they make you to be very close to them, and I really love this profession, and I'm doing, I think till my death I'll be doing in this infertility IVF workup. See, coming to the point, what is the real problem these patients are having? Because infertility is not a disease, it is a social stigma. So people are really feeling very bad if they are not having children. A lady and a woman married after 1 year, if they are not having a baby, they are called infertile couple. So I have to evaluate what is the real problem in them. So women have 5 problems, that is cervical factor, uterine factor, tubal factor, ovarian factor, and pelvic factors. And men have only 2 factors. Only one is about this azoospermia, where is no sperm in the semen, and another one is oligospermia, where the count is less than 15 million. Now, as per WHO criteria, the woman should have minimum of 13 million, 60% motility, 25% forward progressive motility in the semen count. If it is not there, they are called subfertile couple. Like women also, if they have a lot of problems, the 5 problems I told, and among the 5 problems, now a very throbbing problem is the PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease. Wherever people go there, every alternate woman in my clinic in Coimbatore as well as in Erode, whoever comes, every alternate woman is suffering from polycystic ovarian disease. And next comes fibroids, next come adenomyosis, next come a lot of tubal block, and tuberculosis. Genital tuberculosis is a very common in our country. Every alternate woman is suffering from genital tuberculosis, what I observed for the past 25 years. Now I have delivered more than 15,000 babies at Erode, more than 5,000 babies at Coimbatore of IVF. And if I take IUI, intrauterine inseminations, more than 25,000 babies delivered at Erode and more than 5,000 babies delivered at Coimbatore. Why I am telling all this? We are the pioneers. See, I have a best team in my hand. Laparoscopy, Dr. Hafiz Rahman Padia, Sunrise Group of Hospitals, still visits my hospital, and we always form a team for laparoscopy as well as IVF. And IVF, Dr. Jatin Pisha started, and followed by Dr. Rupin Shah for male infertility, and Jatin Pisha and other Dr. Sanju Patel and Sudesh Kamath for my ICSI workup. These people are visiting people every month, 15 days once they come, and we do a batch work. Because of that, we get very good results. Minimum 50 to maximum 70-80% nobody gives in India, in all over the world. People will not believe my results. If I say they're telling just I'm telling lies. It's not so. Just ask my patients. All over the world, people have started coming to Erode and Coimbatore, everywhere. Now Coimbatore being the airport, international level, people have started coming to my center because of our results, our workup, our teamwork. I'm so proud of telling all this because this is one thing anybody cannot do. People now started mushrooming IVF centers. They're telling a lot of lies. I can say it's lies. Definitely, it's very, very tough job. I always tell all my patients, my dear couple, I am working on the fire to produce a baby for you. It's like a fire. I have to find out what is inside your body, what's your problem, male, and inside your body, female, what's your problem. I have to work up in these problems and I have to give a baby. It's not an easy joke. Anybody without experience, definitely they can't give, but they all act as if they know everything. Studying books without experience, they are really cheating people in the public. Lot of mushroom IV centers, please don't believe people are putting more than 10 centers, 5 centers. That too now, foreign people, like a lot of companies, foreign companies invading our India. We should not allow this. Our people should not work for foreign company. We have skills. We are efficient. We can have our own hospitals, our own clinic, our own IVF centers. You need not work for the foreign people who are cheating you, giving money like a biscuits giving to dogs and extracting work from you and stealing our Indian money. Please don't encourage these foreign companies who are invading our India, and lots of these companies, even pharma companies and as well as corporate companies, are cheating people. Really, private hospitals, people who are working like me, like people in Chennai, like in Coimbatore, who are all started pioneer people. We only know what is in this field and we can work for you, real proper workup for you. So coming to IVF part, IVF is called in vitro fertilization. Since 1978, the birth of Louis Brown in John Hopkins Hospital, first baby of IVF, it is in July 1998, this world started seeing what is IVF. IVF means in vitro fertilization. We are handling the egg outside and making a baby from a sperm and an egg. This is really amazing wonders in the field. First, that Patrick Stepido, they did it, they won it. That's what last year Stepido is no more and Patrick already is no more. Those two were awarded as real scientists in the world. Because starting from that technology, just in vitro fertilization, taking an egg out and sperm out, making a baby in a petri dish and keep it in the womb of a woman, making a baby after 9 months delivering. It's really called ART, artificial technology, or assisted reproductive technology. The true form is assisted reproductive technology. We assist for you to get a baby. That's called assisted reproductive technology, ART. This is now biggest branch in our obstetric gynec workup. People who are really interested in these fields, like me, I was dedicated. I was so amazing to see an egg, to see a sperm making each other in an ICSI room. ICSI embryologist making a mating of a sperm and an egg in a microscope, make a baby, keeping in the incubator, and day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, that extended embryo culture, and depending upon the number of quality embryos, we keeping the embryos inside the womb, and the woman is successful, happiness in her face, and husband everywhere failing and coming and getting the baby in my center. It's really amazing. I'm so astonished. I'm really loving this field because our team, everywhere people are failing and coming, and we work up properly for a woman, for a man, and we make success. That's why I'm called ராசியான டாக்டர்மா. இந்த டாக்டர் அம்மாட்ட போனால் கண்டிப்பாக குழந்தை இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிற நம்பிக்கையோட சுதாவுக்கும் ஈரோட்டுக்கும் கோயம்புத்தூருக்கும் வர ஒரே ஒரு மக்களினோட ஒரு ஆழமான வேரூன்றி நான் இருக்கிறதுக்கு காரணம் என்னுடைய சக்ஸஸ். அதற்காக ஐ ஆம் ரெடி டு டூ எனிதிங் பிகாஸ் people forget so many things. The simplest thing is endometrium. Endometrial thickness they never see. அதில் பார்த்துட்டிங்கன்னா கரெக்டாக நாங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணி வாட்ஸ் த ரியல் ப்ராப்ளம் ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணி இம்ப்ளான்டேஷனுக்கு கரெக்டாக ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறோம். அப்படி ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி திங் வென் யூ டேக் அவர் டீம் இட்ஸ் அ வெரி ஸ்ட்ராங் டீம் ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃப்ரம் விசிட்டிங் embryologist in an embryology lab like Sudhish Kamath and my local embryologists, 5 people here, Ajay, another Sangeet, another 2 andrologists, and in my Coimbatore center, Mr. Kamalakannan and other doctors, other Kodai, lot of doctors within embryology field. So I have 7 embryologists both the centers with my visiting embryologists. That is the crux in my success. They will come and we all together do select the best embryo, keep it in the womb. That's why they are successful. So like each and every field, clinician means Dr. Sanju used to come and Jatin used to come, and And andrology part, Dr. Rupin Shah still comes. Every 2 to 3 months he comes, and we always say day to day we have a chat and we work up and what to do for this male, infertile male. Like that we work up and do things. So any center cannot come near my center because of my teamwork, my success, my dedication. I'm involving too much. I mean everything. It's life for me. I enjoy this. I always a disciple of Isha, and my Sadhguru always says, whatever you want to do, you turn as that job. You turn yourself into it. So I am really into it. I am doing. So what are the problems I told you? In vitro fertilization, male factors, female factors, and we commonly do take a controlled ovarian hyperstimulation. We have a different protocols: short protocol, long protocol, ultra short protocol, and antagonist protocol. Now recently used is ultra short protocol and antagonist protocol, and as well as long protocol. People who are failing in one of the protocols, I always change. We discuss depending number of their. That's what's called individualized treatment. ICOS. Individualized control over hyperstimulation, ICOS. So that sort of treatment, each person, what is her profile, what's her ovarian profile, uterine profile, and hormonal profile, and how long they're married, and what is her real problem in her. I found out, and I always make them, and like that males also like that. So we differently encourage each and every partner, like each and every couple, and we make success. But the thing is, it's not a joke. See, some people I'll say the embryos are very good, definitely which will be successful, but finally that couple will be failing. And some people I'll say this is grade 2 grade 3 embryo, she will not be successful, but she will be positive. So it's not in my hand. My duty, like கீதையில் சொன்ன மாதிரி கடனை செய் பயனை எதிர்பாராதே. நாம் கடமையாக செய்கிறோம், கடமையை செய்யும்போது பயனை எதிர்பார்க்காம செய்கிறோம். ஆனால் யார் சக்ஸஸ் யார் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகுது, ஸ்டில் இட்ஸ் அன் எனிக்மா. அந்த இம்ப்ளான்டேஷன் யாருக்கும் ஆகும், எல்லாமே ஒர்க் அவுட் பண்ணி எவ்ரி திங் வில் பி பர்ஃபெக்ட். அதுக்கு ஐ டேக் எவ்ரி 2 to 3 months ஃபார் அ கப்புள். பட் பீப்புள் இப்போல்லாம் வந்த உடனே வா பீரியட் ஆகிட்டனால மாத்திரை போட்டு வா, நீ மேக் பண்ணி அண்ட் ஒன் சென்டர் டூயிங் மார்க்கெட்டிங், telling all the doctors, you stimulate and bring, and we do, and we both will enjoy, and patient will fail finally, no results. This is purely cheating people. Please don't believe all this. This is the real workup we have to do properly, and don't believe the new centers who are all coming like mushrooms in this field. They don't know anything, they're not into it, just business minded, and going really cheating public people. People who are all doing long time, nearly like me, more than 20-25 years in this field, we only know what is in this field, and we can give you real proper results for you. So what is IVF? You take a lot of eggs, we prepare a sperm, different techniques are there for IVF, ICSI preparations are there, and the semen is prepared for an IVF. It should be sperm, for 1 egg the sperm should be more than 50,000. That's called general IVF. That is conventional IVF, in vitro fertilization. We make a lot of eggs and make per 1 egg 50,000 sperms. So like that, we put the sperm into a petri dish, and next second day you see 2PN, that's 2 protein pronucleate, and fertilization 2 cell, 4 cell, and third day 8 cell, and fourth day as morula ball of cells, and fifth day as a blastocyst, which is sitting in the endometrium and growing as a baby. That's what we are all born for our parents. Like that's all natural. This we are producing artificially, and these 5 days the embryos will be kept in the incubator. The incubator is 2 types we have: trigas incubator and this CO2 incubator. So up to CO2 incubator you can grow the embryos 2 to 3 days, and 4th and 5th day up to blastocyst in the trigas. Trigas, CO2, air, and liquid nitrogen, like nitrous gas. These 3 standard. We should have a quality standard lab. For that newly coming people, just mushrooming they will not do. They don't know what it is. See, we like people who are long time in this field, we know what it is. Every month, every person troubleshooting will find it and will correct it and do things. And we need a teamwork. Husband will be an embryologist, wife will be a in vitro fertilization specialist. That will not work up. So this teamwork always gives the best result. So basic IVF, we do that and form an embryo and keep it in the thing. And next step is ICSI. What is ICSI? Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. As you all studied 10th standard plus 2, there is a human and as well as animal, we have a cell. A cell has a cell wall, nucleus, cytoplasm, and the mitochondria. This human egg is also like that. A cell, it has a cell wall, it has a cytoplasm, it has a nucleus. That's called polar body, which is sitting on the 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whichever the position it will be. It's called M2, mature oocyte. That oocyte is injected a sperm into it. That's why it's called intracytoplasmic sperm injection. This method is first 1985 did in Belgium, and after that all over the world now each and every center has ICSI machine and ICSI microscope. This inverted microscope nearly costing nearly 30 lakhs, and we have different types of I have 4 microscope in Europe 2 and Coimbatore 2, and all these things now you have to go for a standard things and standardization for making a good embryos. There's a lot of things involving. So that ICSI procedure is worldwide, it's practiced. And after that, next is the blastocyst. Up to 5 days we are growing embryo and keeping in the 5th day of the repeated failures, and now a lot of number of eggs. For a blastocyst, you should have a lot of eggs to produce this sort of numerical embryos. It should be more to produce a blastocyst, and we keep 2 blasts for the success. Sometimes twin, sometimes single. A single blast means a single embryo. That's called elective symbol, that is ESIT, elective single embryo transfer, which is practiced in Europe. And here we can, in Indian rules, according to Indian rules, we can put 3 embryos. So that's why we always get even twins, triplets, and we reduce up to 12, 11 weeks, because we want results. We put 1 embryo, the result is only 10 to 15%. That is, I am talking about cleavage embryos. And if you put 2 to 3 embryos, it is only 20 to 40%. If you keep 3 to 4, like maximum is 3 numbers. If you put that is 50 to 60% result you'll be getting. So the quality of embryos, the morphological analysis of the embryos, and the person, the embryologist, should be very, very, very efficient and experienced to select the best quality embryo to keep in the embryo transfer, to give the clinician to give a good embryos. So this process involves a lot of experienced people, a lot of procedures which can be done properly. So that's IVF. With conventional IVF, it will be a little lesser cost, and ICSI little more cost, and everything should be minimum 50 to 75 to 1 lakh, not more than that. Including drugs, it should be within the cost of 1.5 lakhs when you want to do a real standard IVF setup anywhere where we go. But junior most people, they bought dirty hormones and low cost IVF like that, telling and really making people's money waste so much. So as a senior IVF specialist, my thing is the advanced technology. As I go one by one technology, I have an MC. My first MC baby is born at Coimbatore, Sri Lankan couple, and now last November, and now last Thursday we have done a first Coimbatore couple MC. 5 babies delivered. Now they are on the hospital. Monday I am going to give a press report, and these people all MC babies now repeated failures all over. You select the sperm 6,000, magnify for 7,500 times in an inverted big microscope, and take a sperm which has not vacuolated, which has no morphological anatomy, and it's a norm. You have to select the sperm. Looks in 200, that is a magnification normal ICSI, it is magnified only 200 times. That time it looks a normal sperm, but when you magnify, it will be more than 6,500 times magnify, and select the best that is a sperm which has not vacuolated, which is a good morphological nature, inject into a egg. That's called IMSI-ICSI, intramorphologically selected sperm injection, IMSI-ICSI. That procedure I'm doing lots at now Coimbatore Center and also Erode Center. We are doing very good results. And after that we go for a laser assisted hatching. People are repeated failures and embryo glue and lots. So if I want to talk, I can talk more than hours together in about infertility and in in vitro fertilization. And so my dear viewers, in our medical fraternity, you need a lot of experience. That's why those days after MBBS, we had to work in government headquarters hospitals, primary health centers. then only you have to start on your own. Like you should have a lot of experience like that in IVF also. You need a lot of experience. So we people are pioneers, we are more experienced. As I told you, I have delivered more than 15,000 IVF babies in E-Road, more than 25,000 babies IUI at E-Road, and more than 5,000 babies IUI at Coimbatore, and more than 2,000 babies at IVF at Coimbatore. So and more than 1 lakh surgeries, laparoscopic surgeries, more than 1 lakh surgeries done for the past 20 years at E-Road. I think and Coimbatore we have done more than 20,000 surgeries. Why I want to tell all this? Our experience is different. Newly coming and advertising and making the people public fools in this field is very notorious nowadays. So I want to tell all my viewers, my dear viewers, please don't be cheated by these people, and you should take the opportunity to meet experienced persons like who are we are all pioneers and get a proper treatment. Thank you so much.